Welcome to my justification of my chosen pathway for my Level 6 final year project. This presentation contains a justification of the pathway, an explanation of the topic, research aims and objectives of this study, theoretical and industrial rationale, a literature review of theory based around this topic, and a methodology. For my Level 6 final year project, I have to decide whether to complete a traditional MIS, more commonly known as a dissertation, a consultancy project, or a business plan. After thinking and planning around my own skills and attributes, I have decided to go forward and complete a consultancy report. The benefits of me completing a consultancy report are listed as follows. Career. Graduate employees take interest in final year projects, so completing a consultancy report will show my employers I can complete extensive analysis. Consultancy projects are in line with what I want to get involved in as a postgraduate, and completing a consultancy project shows that I can complete critical analysis independently. Academic. A consultancy report demonstrates skills in critical thinking, analysis, and problem solving. In a previous research and practice module, completing a consultancy report is something I found very interesting and beneficial, and consultancy reports involve a lot of skills that have featured in many different modules. Personal. Consultancy analysis helps prepare and plan ahead with specific and exact detail, which is a useful and necessary skill to have when planning my own career in business. It also develops my own interests and research skills of my chosen topic, and shows I can work independently on a topic I am passionate about. Explanation of the topic. The focus of this consultancy report is to critically analyse Camp Inspire's current marketing strategy and outreach into the community. Camp Inspire is a profitable organisation created by Chesterfield FC that provides coaching and skills for life opportunities to children in the surrounding area with special educational needs and difficulties, or families who receive free school meals. With this in mind, a consultancy report based on Camp Inspire's current marketing strategy would benefit the organisation and further increase number of attendants at their holiday camps. Factors such as distance from the location of the camp, marketing issues, and government grants are some of the topics that will be further analysed in the study to view the influence they undertake. The research that I will conduct on this study ties in with past work I have done in other modules, including research in practice, marketing, broadcasting, and finance. And they are modules that I take a personal interest in alongside having a passion in helping children who do not always receive the opportunities they should. The aim of this consultancy report is to explore consumer behaviour and attitudes towards attending Camp Inspire coaching camps, providing Camp Inspire with a quantitative and qualitative data analysis that will hopefully help to increase their attending numbers at future camps. The research objectives are as follows: to critically examine the stakeholder opinion of how the funds are spent towards their current marketing strategy, to provide analysis and a set of recommendations to Camp Inspire that will look to improve their attendance during their holiday camps. What are the most motivating factors that attract parents to make their children attend these holiday camps? And how can Camp Inspire become a more attractive organisation to government grants to help increase the standard of their camp? Rationale for study. Industry rationale. The key stakeholders for this study are the current investors of Camp Inspire, the owner of Chesterfield Football Club, Mike Goodwin, the CEO of the Chesterfield FC Community Trust, John Groot, and the parents are sending their children to these camps. Academic rationale. A theoretical implication is that through this study, if attendance is increased through Camp Inspire's marketing, the more attractive the organisation will be towards further government grants, leading to a better standard of camp and possible expansion to different areas, further increasing attendance. The impact of this consultancy report will be to develop marketing and to figure out what has the most pull towards attending the camp. There has been many studies based on marketing and consumer behaviour that I will utilise in this study, whilst also looking at research and scholarly articles of opportunities given to children with poor upbringings or possess a special educational need or disability. The findings from this will be noted in my literature review of my consultancy report. Literature review. After planning for my lit review, I have collated 3 key factors that highlight marketing and attendance numbers, and also pieces of literature that will analyse the lack of opportunities for SEND children. The three key motivators for attendance through marketing I've highlighted are promotions and incentives, consumer behaviour, and digital marketing. On the screen now, you can see some quotes and some scholars that I have used in my literature review. Digital marketing is the use of technologies to help marketing activities in order to improve customer knowledge by matching their needs. Other notable articles that highlight the lack of opportunities for SEND children are as follows. These scholars pose a number of different questions that will benefit my research and how I structure the survey I will be creating and sending out to schools, parents, and stakeholders. These scholars and my own opinions help create these questions. Why do SEND children not receive the same amount of opportunities as other children? How can this be highlighted and bettered? And how can this fact be marketed better? Methodology. Hox and Boji, 2005, state that primary data is collected for the specific research problem at hand, using procedures that best fit the research problem. Following this, I have decided to use web surveys as my primary source of feedback for necessary stakeholders that provide the most to attendance numbers at these camps: schools, parents, and local sports teams. A web survey can incorporate multimedia graphics and sound into the survey, instrument relatively simply. Similarly, other features, once restricted to more expensive interviewer-assisted modes, i.e. automatic branching and real-time randomization of survey questions and answers, can be incorporated into self-administered web and some email surveys. Fricker and Shonlu, 2002. Surveys are a quantitative approach to qualitative data and allow for rapid comparison and results, providing effective feedback that can lead to developing camp-inspired outreach into the community through marketing. I'll be using a mixed method approach to research, as I believe this will help create a clearer picture. A mixed approach is also used to measure a behaviour in a multidisciplinary setting such as this. George, 2021. Methodology data collection. Data collection. Having decided how I will conduct my research and using a mixed method approach to collect this data, I have decided to utilise Qualtrics, an e-survey creation app that will be sent out over social media platforms to specially made group of consumers to ensure that the results that come back are accurate and useful to answering my research aims and objectives. Here are some examples of what could feature in the surveys. Do you feel that SEND children are withheld of opportunities in their day-to-day life? Do you believe Camp Inspire is currently doing enough to market the events and camps they organise? If so, how has it affected your judgment? Have you been informed about Camp Inspire through marketing in the form of flyers, social media pages, or events? Does the incentive of free lunchtime meals positively affect your judgment of sending your child to this camp? Methodology sampling. Edwards and Skinner, 2010, spoke about purposive sampling and selecting participants subjectively, which is what I'll be undertaking when sending out my survey. Purposive sampling is a method that will record data that is accurate to the target demographic that Camp Inspire needs to market their product towards, providing me with useful and accurate data. I'm going to collect my survey data over a 3-month period to allow for averages and patterns to form throughout the survey and to collect the most accurate data. The e-survey will be sent out to around 150 to 200 participants with the hope of a 70% response rate, which will allow me to collect a big enough sample size to conduct my consultancy report. Methodology analysis. The software I'll be using to analyse this e-survey will be SPSS, a platform used to create statistical analysis that can allow me to manage qualitative data in a quantitative way. This application will allow me to analyse particular patterns and relationships that may be apparent throughout the survey and ease the process of creating recommendations to Camp Inspire's marketing strategy. Thank you for listening to my presentation based on my justification for my final year project. Here is my reference list for whom it may concern.